This is episode 71 of the Rhythm and Rhymes podcast. I'm your host, AJ Hughes, and I'm here with my co-host, Antonio Hughes, and he's here to inform the old head, me in this situation. Why should I care about Ian? And uh Ian versus Yeet, who you got in this battle? Give me the rundown. You know what I'm
So I wouldn't really even call it a battle. Like it's more so just like a lot of people
saying?
had started off comparing Yeet to not Yeet to Ian, but Ian to Yeet. His style is like super similar in the way he kind of uses his voice and even like a lot of his beat selection. Like I said when I first heard him, a lot of his songs just sound like Yeet 2021, 2022 throwaways, like real shit. But Ian dropped a project. It was called Goodbye Horses, and I thought it was an okay project. I would say I probably liked about it was about 5 out of the 13 or 14 songs. Definitely some decent standout tracks, I guess you could say, but nothing that was like too that kept me too much. I would say I liked the Yeet project more, and it was kind of more so like a thing of like the Chrysler looks like the Bentley, and I mean the Phantom until the Phantom pulls up type of thing. Like I really enjoyed the Yeet project. I definitely got some more listens. I got to get into it. He had a Kodak feature on here. He had a Don Toliver feature on here. They were both good. On
Okay.
Ian's project, he did have Chief Keef feature, which I was kind of excited for because one of the other comparisons people had made as far as like sound and like beat selection, yeah, they were saying like Chief Keef, Waka Flocka. That's literally what Tyler said. He was like he's trying to copy Gucci Mane, Chief Keef,
Yeah.
Waka Flocka. So it's like I thought maybe if that's the sound he was going for, that getting with Chief Keef, it kind of made sense. Like at the time, he's one of the hotter artists. Chief Keef
That's
is
a
a really good
crazy
producer.
comparison. I hear you. I hear
It
you.
was it wasn't
Production
no
wise,
no. Yeah, it's just production wise. It's more so how the music sounds, like not like rap wise. But go
100%,
ahead.
100%. I'm just saying, as somebody from the outside looking in who has never clicked on, and maybe this is me being naive and biased or whatever. I haven't clicked on an Ian song ever. So so you see the person and you're like, yo, this is the Chief Keef comp. This is the Chief, it's the Chief Keef comp. And I'm just like, yo, what's going on? But production wise, that makes sense. But was the song good? Him and Chief Keef?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that good. I didn't like it that much. Like,
Mm.
I just was kind of disappointed with it. That was kind of the one I was waiting for on the album. Like, I felt like the rest of them were like just single tracks from him. Like I said, I liked a couple of songs. I'd probably say my favorite songs off it were 3.5. End Up Gone was a single, but that was a good song too. And then probably Showboat. Showboat was like the intro track. I like that. But I on the Eat, I like I said, I like the song with Kodak Black, Be Quiet. I like the song with Don Toliver, New High, and then You Don't Know Life. That one was good too. But yeah, this was just a quick little. I think that it was good to hear them both drop at the same time and be able to compare them. So
Okay. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna give Yeet a listen first. Ian, if I have nothing to do all day, I'll work my way up to it and eventually click on an Ian song. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hate. I'm not gonna judge a book by its cover. I'll give it a listen. Um, Tyler the Creator, was this a surprise? One, was this a surprise to you? Two, um, what do you think of Kanye West executive producing this project? What's it called again? The
it's called Chromacopia.
Chromacopia. Okay, Tyler is dropping a project on the 28th, which I think is a Monday. Yeah, it's a Monday. Chromacopia, executive produced by Kanye West. The imagery is very interesting for this. But you said you had a question for me. What you got for me?
I think it's really interesting that you just told me it was going to be executive produced by Kanye because I didn't know that, and that actually
Hmm.
has to do with my question. But production wise, and even kind of like his ability to build a world and build this like character around every single album that he makes, do you think that Tyler is one of the closest things we have to a Ye from like this generation, from like that 2000, I would say, end
Yes,
of 2010s to in the 2020s, right?
I would say honestly, it might be the closest comp. It might be the closest comp. The only caveat I put in it is um Kanye West is probably a top 5 hip hop producer of all time, right? Tyler the Creator is a a good producer. I would say he's probably the closest, but the caveat that I would make is that he's just like nobody touches Kanye West production wise. Like Tyler Creator has great production. He definitely has good production throughout his entire career, but it's not like Lucifer, you know what I'm saying? It's not uh give you any Kanye, insert Kanye beat here, right? Like it's not any of that. So, but in terms of like the way that he's painting a picture, you know what I'm saying? The way that he has these eras, I think, yeah, I don't think there's anybody else who has emulated it to that degree this far, at least. But even though he is the executive producer, Kanye West is, it didn't say, it said the entire thing was produced by Tyler. So that'll be interesting to see how he helps curate the songs on the album, I guess.
Yeah, I think it will be interesting. I think that's something Tyler's probably gonna play around with in the second half of his career is getting into that production bag. I feel like you've seen him like play around with it, but I feel like he's paired really well with a lot of those like really good hip hop producers. Like we saw him with Alchemist, we saw him with DJ Drama, like we saw him doing a bunch of that stuff. So I mean, I definitely think him being exposed to those types of people, but also kind of delving into that bag because I feel like he has a really good ear for sounds and music in general. So, yeah, but
Who would you want to see Tyler produce for?
mm, that's actually an interesting question. I feel like him and I feel like he might be able to make something cool with like Doja Cat, maybe. Like I feel like her kind of like
Okay,
sound where she's kind of in that Alchemist, I'm really rapping bag. I think that would sound kind of interesting. Um, I think I would like to hear him with Tizo too, because
interesting.
Tizo was on his last project, and I feel like Tizo fit really well on the last project. But I kind of want to hear like what Tyler would put him on. Like I want to hear what that would sound like. But I don't know. I feel like that's a good question though. I never thought about that.
You know, the only person I can like think of that he produced for outside, like in recent memory, that came to mind was Snow Allegra. He
Hmm.
produced on Snow Allegra's album. I did not like that. I disliked it
For
greatly.
real,
I like Snow Allegra a lot, and I didn't like those songs. Like, and I go back, they don't age well. Cali Uchis, I would
that
want
would
to
be
see it.
nice.
That would they collab every time they collab is fire. So I think that would
Yeah,
be decent. But that was the first name that came to mind for me. But yeah, there's certain artists who produce for themselves that I want to hear produce for other people more. Chief Keef would be one of them.
yeah.
Russ would be another one of them. Those two
Mhm.
would be the ones for me. Like I would love to. Russ's production be so minimal. I feel like some rappers could get off on his beats. Pause. But yeah,
Yeah,
excited for the Tyler album. I think it's fitting for Halloween if I'm being honest in the way that he's like been rolling it out and stuff. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's a week away now.
yeah. I'm sorry to all the resident Tyler fans because I am the Tyler fan on this pod, and I wasn't expecting him to drop. But also in that whole like three top three conversation when we mentioned Future, I feel like I should have immediately had Tyler in that like kind of elk because to me he is in that kind of elk. Just album
So
wise, like
you have Future. If we're just talking cat, well,
we're talking catalog too. Like I don't know. I guess like people be trying to knock Tat for his raps, and I feel like his raps are kind of MF Doomish to me. Like a lot of them are
yeah.
really playful. A lot of them are kind of just like basic bars. But I feel like him marrying that with the actual beats and with the whole I guess story of the album. I think that puts him up there like with all of his projects. But that's just me.
Catalog wise, catalog is an interesting question now because it used to be the like how many bodies of work do you have? But in this new era, now it's like your singles are part of your catalog. You know what I'm saying? And Future Future has more sing of those top. If you got the top three, because I'm not calling it the big three anymore. Top three, and then you got Future. I would say Drake has the most singles, but then Future is right behind him. And then you got J. Cole and then Kendrick in terms of singles. Who's you think Future's I mean, you think Tyler the Creator's body of work, singles included, is better than Future's?
I don't think better. I'm just saying, like, I was sitting here racking my brain for, like, oh, who could be up there? And I think Tyler is one of those people that could be up there, in my opinion. Yeah,
I'm
like,
asking
that's
you
just,
though. Like yes or no?
I would say at the moment I would say no because I'm a big Future fan too. Like I feel like Future is another one of my favorite rappers, so it's hard for me to sit here and say like, oh yeah, Tyler is distinctly better than him. But I'm gonna just say no for now. I'll say no.
Okay. Okay. You know what I was listening to yesterday? Uh, shout out DJ Khaled, I guess. Beautiful by DJ Khaled with Future and SZA. That song is so fire. That song is so fire. I did a little Future run yesterday, on my laptop. Yeah, Future's that guy. Anyway, we got two more saying we're gonna keep it quick today. Two songs I wanted to talk about briefly, right? First, Wizkid, Brent Faiyaz, Peace in My Heart. He's been I I'm gonna start with I hate Wizkid's rollout. I hate it. I literally hate it because he'll announce something, the day will come, and then he'll just go radio silent, and then he'll just announce it again. Like he's been doing this. I think he announced the album in like the spring or like the beginning of the summer. I remember talking about it so long ago, and we just got the first single.
That out this
What do you
year.
think of the song? What do you think of the song?
I liked it. I mean, I felt like Brent Faiyaz sounded pretty good on it. I feel like their voices sounded good together. Something I definitely think I can throw on passively and listen to again. So
It
solid
was
song.
chill. I would think it's chill, but being an avid Wizkid listener now, what I wanted from Wizkid, I wanted S2, the little 4 pack. I wanted S2 expanded. I wanted him to work with Blaze Beats, Magic Sticks, P2J. I wanted log drum heavy. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the On My Piano esque. I just wanted that project. Because the last project, he had some of that, but that S2, those like 3, 4 songs are crazy. And I'm like, this is what I want. You know what I'm saying? This feels more like you know, I don't want to say, you can tell when it, like, to me, I can tell when an artist is not solely collaborating for the purpose of getting exposure to different demographics, but that's definitely in mind when releasing the record. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah,
You don't
I
think so?
guess. I mean, I'm just thinking like Wizkid has kind of been like he made Controller. Was he on One Dance or Controller?
Controller.
He was on Controller, yeah. So I'm
Wait,
like, he's
wait, wait, wait. One dance.
yeah. So let's check. Let's not
Let's
let's
check.
not just
Let's
guess.
check. Let's check. Let's check. Because I feel like he sampled on one, and then
Yeah, it's One Dance. Yeah, it's One Dance.
he might have sampled controller. I go back. I'm gonna bring in some. Anyway, anyway.
What I was saying was, he's kind of been doing this, so I don't feel like this is anything new for him to collaborate with like American artists. I feel like it more so looked like that to me when like Burna Boy did it. Like he just came out with the Timbs talking about. I was like, no, that's you want some New Yorkers to listen to the Afro beats, bro. Come on now,
Fair.
come on now, like
That's fair.
yeah,
That's fair. You got me. I might be tripping. This just might not be one of my favorite Wizkid songs, and that's fine because
yeah,
I've listened to so much Wizkid in the last 3 years that you can't have every you can't have every song be fire. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? It happens. But please release the album. That's all I gotta say. Please release the album. Um, Next single, Benson and Rema. I didn't expect this, and it was kind of a fast rollout since it was announced. It was announced like last week. Like one of them, I think, posted it on their story or something like that. I think it was Benson. It's called Fikan Weekend. Fikan Weekend. You know what I'm saying? I think I said that right. Um, I usually don't grade songs on a scale of 1 to 10, but being a Benson fan, it sucks it sucks to see the narratives online sort of start to like I start to believe some of them, right? Like they say Benson sounds the same on every song, and I feel like he got washed on this song. Honestly, if I'm being honest, um, I think yeah, no, Rema's him. I think Rema's. I was waiting for Benson's next like smash, but I'm just like yo, on this song personally to me, it's decent, but it's levels. It's levels. That's how I look at
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I can see that. I didn't listen to this yet, but I'm gonna definitely go listen to it. But I do feel like that Benson sound is kind of like it's like unique, so I always know when it's him. Like I do feel
Mhm.
like it has been kind of it's kind of like Ashake to me. Like I feel like they kind of just coin the sound, and it's hard for you to hear him like doing something else or like not even
But
doing
what
something else. I guess,
what
but
I
yeah,
what I will say, like that comparison to me, like I said, Ashake made the same song, and that was during when Mr. Money with the Vibe. Work of Art came out, and I'm like, okay, he's taking it a different step further. You know what I'm saying? A lot more in terms of the production. And then this last one, Lugu Boy, however you pronounce it, that's like that's somewhere way different. If you go Benson's, I mean, this was his first album, this for the one that just recently came out, and I wasn't blown away by it. There's songs on there that I still like really like. Pigeon in English, Say My Name, Pray. There's songs I like, but there's not a song that I is there a song that I love on there? I don't think so. I don't think so. So
I feel
to
like
me, he hasn't taken the next step yet. But go ahead.
yeah. No, I was just gonna say I feel like "Say My Name" is probably the only one I like love on there. The one I go back to the most. I would say I love that song, but other than that, I kind of agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, none of these songs I love. But Say My Name is definitely one of them. And I guess his second project will be R&B with Ruger, which as I listen to it more, I do like it more. I'm not even gonna lie, I do like it more. Romeo Must Die is a banger to me. Um, but yeah, that's all I'll say. You know what I'm saying? Benson, we want the next project. Um, Rema's doing his thing, bro. Rema's him. He's him. As much as there's so many artists where it's like, you know, when they like force an artist in your face, like this is the next coming of Jesus, and you're just like, for me, I'd be every time I kind of be like, fuck out of here. But like this might be the next. He's him.
No,
He's the
he's
guy.
nice, bro. He's really nice. Like I feel like that album really made me feel like that. Like I was sitting there driving through them Indianapolis streets. Like no, he took the step up. I can hear it. Like
Yeah, yeah, I agree. All right, short one this week. What song you got for the people? What song you got for the people? What you want to share with the people this week?
okay. The first song I want to share is "New Drop" Don Toliver. I actually saw a stat that said Don Toliver is his album is the most streamed this year, like repeated streams on Spotify. So shout out to him. I'll check if that's really true, but I saw that and it kind of makes sense because his album is really good. Like that's what I was gonna say is that
It's the most
every
streamed hip hop album or
yeah, that's
album?
why hip hop
Okay,
album.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, not
Okay.
not album. We still got
I was
Taylor
to say,
Swift all
didn't
the
take.
way.
Yeah, I was
So
about to say. I was about to say Taylor
nah,
dropped.
they were trying to say Taylor sold like a mill her first day. So we is at her first week or something like that. But either way, I feel like with this album specifically, I've heard a song every month since it came out that I've liked. Like I feel like I've just kind of it's been like that for me. That's how I feel like that Wizkid project was for me. God, I always forget the name of it. More love, less ego. Yeah, but that album I felt like it was like that for me, and this one's been like that too. And then I'm gonna say IDK Supernova. That's my
Mm,
second song, just because I'm excited for the album more so. I feel like his singles they haven't really grabbed. They have never really grabbed me. Like I feel like I like his albums more than his singles for sure.
right.
But those are my two: Supernova by IDK, and then New Drop by Don Toliver. Those are my two.
It's interesting you say that because like I was thinking the same thing. I feel like his rollouts. This sounds. I don't know any other. I don't become more invested in the projects coming out during his rollout. That has nothing. That has no bearing on how good the project is. But it's odd. Like in the build up or the lead up, I kind of it almost feels like it's too much time. Like I think the first single that came off of this was it the Joey Badass one or the Gunna one? It was one of those, and that was a minute ago. That was a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? So like for the actual project itself, I just don't like. It just be too late. It'd be too late for me. Um, yeah. Okay, I got two songs for y'all. Oh, I forgot to. We didn't mention this in the show, but Pasalu dropped two freestyles this weekend, and they were average. They were average. I just want, yeah, yeah. He was rap like to me. The beats it felt like, I be making assumptions and they're probably wrong, but it is what it is. I feel like you being, and this is from somebody who's never been to jail. You be in jail, you got mad bars, you trying to get off. You got mad bars, you trying to get off. And so it's like, bro, just give me a beat. Just give me a, because to me the beats weren't that good. He was talking that shit on there, but I'm just like, these beats weren't like, you could have picked better beats for these two, because I liked Belly, the single that he put out a little while ago, but these two wasn't it for me. But he did put that out. Go check it out for yourself. Make your own opinion. Be your own person. My songs of the week: "Us Against the World" by Strands is an anthem. I had never heard this song. It's not new, but it's an anthem, and everybody needs to go listen to it right now. Um, and there's a remix with Digga D. I don't know if I like the remix more. Either one though, they're both. The beat is crazy. The beat is crazy. It gives me like 2000s Dipset or something like that. Like, it's nuts. Second song, "You Go Kill Me," Sarkodie, EL. This one will make you get up and hit a little dance for sure. For sure. You got 2000s Dipset and you got hit a little dance. I got two for you. That's all we got. That's it. Finito. This week was short. Next week we'll be back again. You know what I'm saying? Again and again and again. Go listen to some music. That's all I got for y'all. Just go listen to some music. We'll see y'all next week.